Hello, whoever's there, just give me a second, just getting ready and stuff. Just doing my thing here. Hello, how you doing? Happy freaking, what is it, Wednesday? We'll be back later tonight. Watch along for American Horror Story 1984, Episode 3 tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Be here for that.
Hello. Okay, so the bus is gonna be a couple minutes. I'm gonna be on my way home. Come home, change, eat, and then I'll come back here. And then I'll just do whatever here until my next class. Okay, so basically I'm on my way home, change. I grab my skirt instead of my leggings. So yeah. Okay, see you soon.
Oh, hi Amy. I was just gonna, that was bad timing. I was gonna, that's funny. Don't mind me, I'm just putting clothes on. Lucky I didn't. Imagine if I accidentally, see that top hand right hand corner? Someday I'm going to accidentally have the camera on. You see where that little profile picture is at the top right? Yeah. Maddie's going to turn on the camera one day, and then if you don't go back on your stream and turn it back off, it doesn't go off, imagine. No problem. I was, that would have been funny. Yeah, well, I could turn on the camera and you'll see just me on the camera. I think you might have seen Maddie do it before. You can turn the camera on and off, but if you turn the camera on, and then the next time you stream, if you forget to turn it back off, it's on. So, yeah. Someday I'm going to be like walking out of the shower and have this stream going. Yeah, good stuff. I just had a freaking shower. I did my eight freaking mile bike ride. Needed a shower bad. Imagine if I accidentally left the camera on and I walked up. Oh my god. That's my worst fear. Oh, and I'm on my second liter of water. Drink your water, Amy. Cheers, everybody. Get my life together here. I'm going to share this out on Twitter and Skype, and off we go. It took me forever to get my life together today. I don't know why, but Holy crap. I just couldn't get my life together. Everything's fine. What the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, sharing this on Skype. Where are you going? I should not have made it this far with this team. I'm only a 79, and everybody, I'm like the last game I was against like an 86 team. I should have lost. I just won by luck, I guess, more than accident. Things worked out for me. I shouldn't be this far divisional round. I should have been long out of the playoffs, but I had a wild card spot, beat it. So now here I am at the divisional. I shouldn't even be here. So, but at least I guess I won't get fired as a coach because I have being fired turned on as an option, so you can be fired from your team. It's my 6th season, so after this will be my 7th season if I don't get fired. I shouldn't make it to the playoffs somehow magically. See an 86 team, and I'm probably gonna lose. Chances are.
Hey everybody, it's Coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week.
That final,
and it's funny, depending on which
final
team
8
you
teams,
are,
wow.
you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys.
Can't believe I made the final 8.
Ready to go.
Hey, Cat, stop scratching.
Last week,
Here.
they're really
Come on,
excited to
Cooper.
keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
You're annoying, eh?
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now.
Final 8 teams, who freaking knew?
And a glance here at their quarterbacks.
I got more interceptions than touchdowns, so I should not be in the playoffs.
I agree with you.
Oh,
You
good
know,
stuff.
a lot of guys look at a
Good
great
stuff.
receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with
Not
you.
even joking.
Balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Running with Howard. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Good
And this
start.
O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a chef question. If anybody's new to this channel, I'm a Red Steel chef, so I always ask people food questions. So,
That'll be taken in there by Kenny.
oh yeah, figures. See this?
He's going to be out of
Whatever.
bounds, but not before he takes it inside
Whatever.
the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Of course, I went for 36 yards. Why
I'm
wouldn't I?
not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
How you doing?
Set.
Welcome.
319. 319.
On first down, they run with Howard.
What are you guys having for
And a
lunch?
short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I'm always interested to
2
see what
yards on the
people.
carry there. It'll be second down. They'll look down
It
at
depends
the
where you're
for the
from too
Giants
sometimes.
defensively.
But
They were
lunch is
terrific
pretty
last
common,
week
I
in the
think.
win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed.
what's
by
for
what
dinner?
saw.
I
They
have
ended
no
up getting
freaking
4
clue.
sacks in the game.
No,
Stayed
oh, I know.
against the
I mean, I got
quarterback
leftover roast
the
beef.
entire time. Made it difficult
There you
for him
go.
to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told
Hot
us this
roast
week.
beef
That
sandwiches
pressure
sound good to
on
me.
the QB is key.
I forgot all about it. There, dinner's made.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Washington. And Robinson with a big catch. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veteran.
Yeah, this team's definitely going to win. I see where this is headed already. Oh, the computer artificial intelligence is off the charts. They know they should win.
He was young. He thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But I'm going to try my best. I can't believe I made it the final 8.
Downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive
should know.
linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, here we go. 319.
From the gun on third down, Washington. That is caught at the 7-yard
I sense a touchdown.
2 catches now in this divisional round
It's happening.
matchup. That one, a
I can't
first
stop
down.
it.
Big completion.
Come on,
on
defense.
third and
Figure out
short
your
keeps
life
their
here.
opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
To the sideline.
Wow, that was close. Holy
Doesn't get a lot
crap.
out of it.
That was
He's
freaking
able to
close.
keep the feet in bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4.
That was
and now
close.
it's second and goal. I don't think
Come on,
it's a
hold them to
surprise
3
they're
at
throwing
least.
the football
Come
early.
on,
We
don't let them
expected
get
that. They
touchdowns.
told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. And he's
There it
into
is.
the end zone.
Ah.
Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the
There it
opening
is.
drive.
Wow.
So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff.
Great.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
Oh, my guys are injured. Awesome. Good stuff. And he's limping off. There you go. See you later, buddy. Dookie. Let's do this.
Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to throw. Holt. Throw left side. Complete to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup.
Dislocated ankle. Holla, holla, holla. There you go. Good stuff.
Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
And he didn't get the first down, so that happened.
All the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get...
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bears take over.
Now let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And
wow, that was a hell of a run.
25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll
of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down. Washington.
Good stop. Good stop.
Incomplete.
Oh, 3 now.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they're in bunches.
Oh.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between
might have got 1st down.
And 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 catches now in this division.
Yeah, I did barely. Oh, nice.
A 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
I can't believe he hung on to that.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd
no
and
gain,
10.
no.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Holt.
Oh! Hung on to it.
And this time he's able to take it down
3rd
to
and
42.
5. Oh, come on.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, damn it.
It's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense?
They're making me go at 4th and 5. Oh well, let's do
He was
it.
trying to force it in there on 3rd
Whatever.
down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly
Good.
right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw.
Wow, I did it.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him
Holy
credit.
crap,
They
that was
knew
a big
what they
risk.
wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes to
I took a big
play
risk there,
in
but
the first
actually worked
half.
for once.
Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley fighting his way through contact. And they
Nice
get him
run.
down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Nice
He does it at
run.
a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going
Let's
to be before
try
they actually
a
open.
pitch.
I think that helps set him apart from many
Strong
of the other
toss
backs
to
in
the
the league.
left.
First trip to the
Let's try
red
it.
zone for the Giants. They've
Might
got
do
a
it.
first and goal
Here we go. If
just
they make the
inside
block to the
5.
left. Try.
They'll try and run
Did it.
forward with
Oh my
Barkley.
god.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Oh, holy crap. We got a game.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That time, a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started.
1 minute left,
As
second
the
quarter.
kicks
Here we
away.
go. See what they can do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
110.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down. Washington to the
There it
right,
is.
incomplete
This is
to
where it all
Gallaudet.
goes to hell. That's funny. The game is so freaking one-sided.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now for the point after. Extra point splits the
Gotta love this game.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the ball because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Holt looking for Shepard deep. And they get charted loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20.
Oh, holy crap.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
That just happened. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, they do. Especially when I'm the manager, their coach. That's for sure. I totally agree with that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
As long as I get 3 with this.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
How's it going? I want to keep him. I don't even know if she's here. She might be here. I don't think so.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, Holt. And it is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good.
Oh, there it is. Interception. I tried. Oh, I went down swinging.
Back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's my luck. That's good stuff.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
I should have just went for the 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard.
I only have
Taken down here with a penalty flag
79 overall, so this team's an 86, so they should win.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense back.
They better win.
run now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So we've come upon halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. A trip to the NFC title game.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome.
Second half
What's up?
action back underway. This is fielded
Nice
at
big
the
on
goal
smash
line.
that thumbs up for me. What's up?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the
Hope everybody's having a good day.
25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
That was laughing face. That was
And then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, John, what's up?
For negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Thanks, man. Hope you're having a good day. I really do.
Over the middle to Beckham.
Hope you're having a great day.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up.
I wouldn't go. Surprising, I wouldn't go for 2. You got to be kidding me. Okay.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Whatever.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Boom, shakalaka. Ouch.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Washington. And that is incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Welcome everybody, come say hello, I'll give you a shout out. Smash that thumbs up button. Welcome. Those divisional playoffs, I shouldn't be here, but I am. I made it here by fluke after a wild card spot.
They weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we
Keeping it
been in
real.
games where you've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt, and incomplete there.
Oh, can hang on. And there you go. My running back Barkley is gone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone.
And this is where it all goes to hell.
They shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next?
You gotta be kidding me right now.
And make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation.
I didn't even run the ball, Barkley got hurt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Holt.
Good
and
stuff.
It falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I heard he was doing turns and stuff, whatever the hell that means. I would keep him out for 4 weeks anyway. I know he wants to get back earlier, but why risk injury or make it worse? I hope they make him stay 4 weeks off of it for sure.
With a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller.
Barkley's always hurt my game. Like, I don't remember Barkley not getting hurt my game.
But sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah, true enough. He is a beast. As soon as he got hurt, he said he was going to beat the timeline 4 to 6 weeks, and apparently he's doing it, which is scary.
But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Back to throw. Washington. His throw incomplete.
He is a freak of nature.
Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Washington. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? He made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
39.
Off the play fake. Washington. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, my defense is stepping the hell up.
Just across midfield at the 49. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Washington.
More than enough time down.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Side judge needs to be kicking the nuts out.
Tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping.
And there you go. The good old AI.
Chicago in for the score.
Gotta love the AI. The game knows they should win. They're an 86. I'm a 79. Not good. I'm trying. I'm really trying here.
Absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
Now Barkley's gone.
Looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Patterson. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Good point. Too late. Too late.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Now I got it. Now I got it, done it.
It's 2nd and 8.
I really think the AI is fair. And
so 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Holt to Shepard, complete over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one
super fair.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense,
and
find the
just
holes where guys are available.
The AI is
put
just
the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them always on the spot. And you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken.
Holy crap! Did you hear that freaking hit? I don't know how he hung onto the ball. He got freaking nailed, man.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive,
you about to them. Wow, that's impressive.
That's pretty good recipe for success.
That's amazing.
And he works past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side.
He's complimenting me. I know. That was an awesome job, AI. Look, it's working. Whatever. I mean, you know what I mean. You know where I'm going with this. Let's keep on. Isn't the AI amazing, players? It's all fair and just and everything, right? The very just AI system. Come on, come on. Oh, what the hell was that?
23-yard line.
It seems to be, yeah.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's
the AI is amazing. It's very,
his caliber's hands
yeah.
And see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Very good for the soul. Soul satisfying. AI. It's wonderful.
Back to throw.
That was to the invincible overlord. That's too much. Oh my god, that's way too much. I pictured you doing it.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You're freaking killing me today. Oh my god, you're on point today. You're amazeballs today.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards
Who the hell? Who just got a touchdown?
An extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is Saquon Barkley back? Is that what just happened?
The hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going
to.
Or
is it the second stringer? Who just did that?
I know there's an inclination.
I don't even know.
You have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Critical extra point up and good.
I love all your freaking conspiracies and shit.
So takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's
don't talk. Wait, oh, you're killing me. Oh,
So here comes the
I needed
kickoff
that.
now,
It was
all
good.
even here in this fourth quarter.
What happened?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he
So
won't
crap.
return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 20.
I love the fact it's
Bears
listening.
offense now gets set to head back on the field. And
You guys
they've got
did.
a long drive, but not just that.
Oh my God.
Great air attack going. Did they stop?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
I would think that they would, because if they were
yeah.
confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
It's amazing. AI Club.
Why would you change anything?
The AI
They
Club's
gotta be
a-
confident about what they're
you know,
presenting and continue to do
It makes
so.
you feel all warm and fuzzy and good. Yeah, it's
Now,
wonderful.
It's amazing because that drive went.
And there you go.
And no good plays by the defense.
We're not talking too nicely about the AI apparently, not good enough, because that's where it all goes to hell right here. I mean, for them. I mean,
Throwing on first down. Washington firing quickly here, and that's complete.
oh,
And he gets
he
this
clears 4 guys tackling him. I love it. It's some good stuff.
Really nice pickup of 14
Good stuff.
yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh well, at least I made it to divisional, people. Stay tuned for the draft.
Another good pickup.
Hey, Maddie.
So,
They'll give to Howard.
I'm on
I know.
you. Yeah, okay.
I,
31-yard line.
you know, I said, oh, the bus is coming in 5 minutes. Came in 5 minutes. We went to go get on. You know how in China, the subways are completely packed full, and everyone is like right close together?
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And the bus driver said nobody else is allowed on, so I had to wait another 30 minutes from that.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Only a yard
Well,
to pick
that's the end of my season here. Oh well, what can you do? At least it was a good game, 21-21. I
They
tried.
get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I tried.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now the Giants
Try my best,
get
people.
officials' attention and take another timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds.
Please make the
to go
block.
in
Please
the
make the
fourth.
block. Please make the block. Please make the block. Oh my God, I feel sick. Oh no.
And his kick is right
There it is.
It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken
Oh.
in the final minute.
Now I got to fling the ball and hope for a
Reset.
miracle.
It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations
It'll
aren't a little
stick,
too
so I
premature.
guess.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final
Holy
stop
shnikes.
if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And every time he takes the field, you sort of expect him to have a big game. Started this one, really didn't look that way, but he's picked it up.
Look, these star receivers, you know what they're like. They're like great shooters in basketball. If they miss 10 straight
Who
shots,
could
They
it
won an 11.
be?
they want an
Believe
11, and
it
they just
or
tell you,
not,
well, there's
it's
something
just
wrong with the
me.
ball or
Here
something.
we
It's
go.
not me. They never get down.
Greatest American hero.
They fight through it. Mentally, they just say, I'm the best.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, let's not be freaking heroes here, boys. Let's
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
That just happened. Holy shnikes.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
Please. This is where they throw it down the field and get a touchdown in one shot. Watch. Watch. Calling it.
Howard. And he's
Oh,
taken
whoa,
down,
whoa,
but able to slip across the 35. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days.
24-24. Overtime. I feel sick. I can't believe I made it this far. Thank you, Odell Beckham Jr. for that catch.
And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
Oh, crap.
That's
There's
exactly
one.
right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime,
Bears won the freaking
in the
toss.
regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard
Yeah, come on, Wally. Where the hell are you?
Out comes the offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go!
To throw again, Washington. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Now let's go!
Off the bootleg, Washington. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On 1st down, Washington throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
3-19.
Throwing again, Washington.
Oh!
He's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's 3 in a row. My guys got hurt. So, awesome.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd and 2, Washington. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's got the
this is bad.
brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll get him
Come on,
first
defense.
down as they get 9 yards out of
You
that
got your
first
laugh.
snap.
You got your laugh,
With a
defense.
veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think.
Upper arm fracture. There's 4 for 4. Let's keep them going here.
Unfortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Keep them going here. Injury after
now
injury.
2nd and 10.
3 down. 3 down. All right, here we go. 3 down.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37.
And oh, there you go. 5 for 5. Another injury. You guys seeing this? There's 5 injuries for the Giants in a row.
Spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Wow. That's all I got. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Operating from the gun. Washington, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves.
Second freaking string running back.
Over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. If they had some job by the defense, can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Boom, and he's gonna score. It's
Well, holy crap.
No flags, and in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoffs.
I just won the divisional.
They get to keep playing.
Oh my god.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs. Move
thought
on
it
to
was
the
going to
conference
overtime.
championship.
It did. And then they had the ball, and I hit the quarterback, and he fumbled the ball, and we recovered
They have
it.
to, Brandon. They have to be ready.
And I went down, and all I needed was a field goal, and I just got a
Just
touchdown.
think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
I was waiting for that, Blaze. I was waiting for that. Well,
There's 2 chicken thighs in here. There's 2 chicken thighs, fajita stuff, and mashed potatoes.
I already had one.
No, for dinner.
Oh.
I'm gonna just take 2 chicken thighs for dinner.
Okay. What happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nope.
Hey, Tripper. Can't believe we just won. Holy crap. So you're having chicken thighs for supper, you said?
Yeah.
What time are you gonna be home? Maddie? Maddie?
Hold on.
Yeah, who knew, eh? Who knew? That's like the first time in 6 years as Giants coach. Yeah. I'm not like the precious frickin' Patriots. I don't have that look. But thanks. I appreciate it. What time are you gonna be home, Madison? Maddie?
What?
What time are you gonna be home?
Probably 8-ish, I'd say.
8-ish. Okay. Why? That's your normal time?
Well, because he's gonna go to the library afterwards.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a few things.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to. I can't breathe. I'm gonna have to print off something too. Well, like figure something out so I can print it off.
Okie doke. Two new injuries. Oh, Saquon Barkley will be back. Upper arm fracture and dislocated ankle. Ooh. Blaze, here's the cat. Hey, Trooper. Madison's eating a cold McDonald's, or not a cold. I guess you warmed it up. Old McDonald's hamburger, and the cat wants it. You want her hamburger, eh? NFC Championship. Wow.
You have a chance at this one. Look at the.
Wow. Two teams that shouldn't be here are here. Basically. I'm going to do my best just like I did last game. Just do my best. Just do my best. Do my best.
Well, sorry guys, but I'm eating this whole burger.
Sorry, cats.
Grandpa will give you some chicken tonight. One of the cats, Spicy, is my mom's cat.
You're rooting for a tie. Yeah.
So, it's mom and yours cat. So it's my sister.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach.
And Tripper
Is your daughter,
is
so-
my daughter, so that is my dad's granddaughter, and my dad is a grandfather to my cat.
You like that,
And the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football.
We're in Seattle.
Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA
I
Sports.
don't know when New York Giants have their bye week, but if next week they're not televised, I am going to be very upset. Unless they're playing a Thursday night game.
And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing.
But I can check.
Don't forget we got,
the conference championship game.
what do you call it?
may have
American Horror
potential
Story
to
tonight
be
at
Super
10
Bowl,
p.m.
because you know
Eastern.
the stakes are.
Yeah.
You're trying so
So
hard
you
to
better
get to
get
the
home
big
for that.
game. That this is the one that's the real challenge.
Head blue.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2020.
I swear to God, if the Patriots make it to the
Commencement
game,
dress at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years
I'm
ago.
quitting.
One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there.
What was that about?
Sunday, October 6th, 1 p.m. on Fox. Vikings at Giants.
I want. When are they playing the Patriots? That's the only game I care about.
Thursday, October 10th.
Write down in the chat for and tag our little friend there.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great
He's here?
product out on the field. And when they play well,
You might want to
the
type
quarterback
on
can't wait to feed
I
them
don't know if she has the
afterwards.
volume on.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, you can't copy a link, but I'll just write it down.
And they'll run it here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Does it have the time too? October what? October what?
Starters for the Giants
10th.
defensively.
October 10th.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in
Talk
that
to the people
victory,
for a
they were
second.
pretty good.
Imagine if we, no, we wouldn't. But like,
What?
in our dream, if we beat the Patriots or if they
Oh,
messed up a couple
no,
times.
we beat the Patriots many times.
No, but I'm saying
now we
they're-
got a real quarterback. We'll beat them.
Right before Amy's birthday.
Exactly. That's my point. But write that in the chat. Put happy birthday, Amy. Giants get to beat the Patriots for your birthday. Good stuff.
Oh, pardon me. Whew. Yeah, it doesn't let me tag people. Like, it doesn't show up as yellow. Like, when you normally tag somebody, it shows up as, like, yellow. It doesn't work. So I think it's crazy how you could take, like, a semester of school, or you could just, like, take schooling on a boat. Like, on, like, a ship, like, but still messing me up. And that you can, it's really cool how you can take, an international, take a semester internationally, so like you go somewhere else. So like if I wanted to, I could go to France and take school there for a semester if I wanted to. Like, that is so cool. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but like, I'm not gonna do it, but like, that's just, I think that's really cool. Cool opportunity for students to be able to do that.
Before you go, can you check the mail?
I'll check it right now.
Cool.
I'm leaving soon. Probably leaving right now, but
Who's talking to you, Blaze? Or Amy's too afraid to talk to you.
Maybe Amy isn't there. Well, she's probably on the background or something.
She's too afraid. It's okay. In Japan, wow. Huh.
Saying I love you. At least I think I do.
Film section, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happened. Because you won, you're in a good mood, they want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was,
damn it, she caught us.
just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team.
She's here.
As it's fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
You tell her, Blaze.
This is for you.
It'd be a great birthday gift for the Giants to beat. It's for me.
Yeah, you can put the girl one.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
The person who used to live here, their middle name was McCoy.
The last name was McCoy. Last people that lived here.
The last name.
There you go. If it's a check, I'll cash Blaze's check. Hello, everybody. Welcome. How you doing? Garbage is stuff. I don't care about it. There you go.
We have a voting place on campus. So.
Cool. After 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
My second Patriots.
And a great job here.
I can back that up.
To be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Okay, love you.
Bye, Maddie.
Bye, everyone. Wait. Oh, it's my pocket. Okay, bye.
Now out come the Giants.
It said, what, is Rex's last name McCoy? Because Maddie said it was McCoy. The 5 to the 6-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule.
Good call.
Looking to throw on second down.
Bye, Maddie.
A short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, here we go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down.
Oh, crap.
The field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Holt. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening.
Yes, Patriots suck worldwide. Get that trending on Twitter. It is, eh? Well, that's good.
Really frequent combination. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Beasley. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Coaches
don't
necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Thought I had issues with moving wrestlers.
It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just so you know, we're not in the divisional round. We moved on to the conference, so here we are. I'll have to change that title after. Oh, please tell me you stopped them. 4th and 1. Yes.
That'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything.
Speaking of obsessions, I've been watching Nita Strauss. Play freaking Poison. Have you seen her play the guitar? There's a clip of her in Edmonton, Alberta, playing Poison in some sort of guitar store or something. Check it out. She's freaking amazing.
On 1st and 10, Holt. It's a short one here.
Gotta love a rocker chick.
And he's able to get up here to the.
He's so crushing on her right now.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's
Nita Strauss. Wow.
Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break over much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
I must have watched her play that
with a football here
Alice Cooper. She's the guitarist for Alice Cooper. Nita Strauss. And she was played at WrestleMania. Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance. She's freaking amazing.
Looking to throw. Holt. Looking left side of his
Holy crap.
It's Shepard. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On Monster next season, Blaze, I'm going to be making like a Nita Strauss character. That's how obsessed I am with her. I'm gonna make a wrestler like Nita Strauss. Help me come up with a name.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That sounds really bad. Okay. Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah, for need Strauss. What would be good? Yeah. For a character like Nita Strauss. Like a rocker chick.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off play action. Holt.
Oh, there it is. Damn it.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
Oh, I deserve that. I deserve that. That was bad.
It's a touchdown.
Damn it.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not anything that
Great
you would
tool.
think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the
Try again. Wow.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on first down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not
they're going nowhere.
Adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he will take it on in. Front
there it is.
Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Giants are an
Conference
extra point away from
championship.
tying up this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball.
Nice jump at the end. Watch this. Woo!
And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually
Whoa.
their speed. And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was polished off.
And you get to pick what celebration you want to do, however you hit the joystick, up, down, sideways. I went with that one.
So we're right back where we started. All even.
Keep complimenting. Keep complimenting. Good job, AI. That was
taken in
amazing.
the end zone. And no run back
Wink.
here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out.
I'm winking because I got something in my eye, not because of
Seattle
other
now
reasons.
ready to march onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a great job on special teams
At
to
the
down
4.
it as this will be
Whatever.
down inside the 5-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went.
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 96 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a
I was
threat.
going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, my good God. Oh, my God. My heart.
In my observation, there's been a nice
Oh, my
play
heart.
calling defensively. You and I often talk
Wow.
about offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second.
My third
quarter,
liter of water,
change
cheerleading.
things. From the gun on third down, Wilson. The throw right side here, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
Declined.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And believe it, it is the Cleveland Browns who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship.
Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl.
So with that, let's get
Did you hear that?
For the second half.
Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl.
The NFC in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Interesting.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in half. Now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there.
Oh, denied.
Nowadays,
Wow.
they're part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Shepard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Holt. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Holt got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was.
Holy
sneak
crap.
it in there, well done, well executed.
See the pylon? I got knocked over, so it went fuzzy. That's amazing. I've never seen it do that before. That's amazing. I hit the pylon with my leg, so it went fuzzy.
And it's now 21-7.
That was cool. AI. That was really cool, AI.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right, 380. Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson, throw left side complete. It's Thompson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting...
And look at this.
Oh, damn it. Oh, there it is.
Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
There it is. Things are changing.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Oh, just got him.
When you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
There it is. Oh my God.
The Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are
wow.
for 6. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive thing. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On first down, Hope. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run is Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw on second down. Hope. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Wally.
It's the defense
What's up,
calling
Wally?
the timeout here.
What's
As
up
it
with
comes
that?
with a minute 15 left
Conference
to go in the
championship,
second half.
buddy. Conference championship. I've never made it this far in 6 seasons. I go sick.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Wally.
Green
Wally.
39.
Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, it's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperate.
Oh my God!
Intercepted.
Oh my God!
Picked off at the 45.
Oh my God!
And that's how this one ends.
Looks like I'm keeping my job, people.
Overtime with the interception. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves
Oh my God.
NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Oh my God!
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the
Oh
Super
my God! Looks like I'm not getting fired this season. I was always worried every season. Wow! Holy crap! I need 2 minutes to recoup. Just give me 2 minutes, people. We'll be going to the Super Bowl. Oh my. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Here goes the calls. Yeah, one, really? One ring? Really? Really? One ring. Rex, seriously? One ring? Amy, I made it. Oh no, here we go. I made it to the Super Bowl. Woohoo! I swear, no, it's against Cleveland. So, shut up, please. Oh no. I feel sick. Oh no. Here goes nothing. Uh-huh. Well, but you have to remember, when the game started 2019, is season 6 now. So they better have a good team by then, right? It was like 2027 or something. There. What does it say up there? Yeah, cheer for the AI, for the love of God. Pro Bowl? Who cares about Pro Bowl? Oh my god. I'm gonna hurl. Okay, just pretend it's a normal everyday game. Play it like it's an everyday game, and everything's gonna be fine. It's just a typical Sunday. It's just an average, normal game. It's not the Super Bowl. Just play like it's a normal game. That's it. Not for all the marbles. Oh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's a typical Sunday. It's not Super Bowl. It's an everyday game. It's not the Super Bowl. It's just another game. That's it. Playing another game. I'm not nervous at all.
Brandon Godden, along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Please stop. Oh, I'm already freaking nervous. It's a stupid game and I'm nervous. Stupid game. It's just a game. It's fine. You're an ours. I'll say ours. Ours. I was gonna say something else, but I love how he's making things worse. I'm not reading your freaking chat. Go to hell. I'm not reading anything Blaze says from this point forward. Block Blaze out. Hashtag. Get that trending on Twitter.
In the 2026 Super Bowl.
Let's get that trending on Twitter. I'm not reading any Blaze's bullshit. How much did the other team pay you? How much did the AI pay you, Blaze?
It's okay if I give him a few props right here. Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12
I'm scared. Oh, no.
A Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
That's my hero.
5 yards is
Sure
the
it
tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Hey, push me. What the hell? This is BS. Did you guys see that? Freaking push me. Where's the flag?
That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Okay.
Pulled in at the 24.
Typical Sunday. Typical Sunday. Every Sunday. Today is everyday Sunday. Let's do this.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look
Exactly,
to
that's
pay off on first
BS.
down.
He pushed me.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. He had a great read there from his free safety.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Holt, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
His throw
Oh, my God.
the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Browns have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then The defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holt. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Barkley, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw. Holt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now it's Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Holt.
Oh.
They lost 4 there, and it's
Oh, no.
On 3rd down. Holt. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a
Huh.
first.
I can't challenge the play.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
his feet were out.
You go to a zone blitz.
I can't challenge the freaking play. Both of his feet were out. Wow. Okay.
And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
That's unbelievable.
Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring
Wow.
more pressure towards the quarterback and still
He was
try to cover
inbound.
the field.
Okay. I see where this is going.
First down, Mayfield. And his pass.
I see where this is going.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
All right, here we go.
Both of his feet were out when he caught it, and they said it was in.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Unbelievable.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Throwing to start the drive. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll run it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we won't see a play over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man.
Oh, my God. No, I did it.
Picked off at the 17.
Ah, I did it.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football
Damn it.
back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mayfield on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line.
Oh, now they call that one out of bounds.
The throw
That's
took
funny.
him a little too
Good
far.
stuff.
It's 2nd down.
Out
Good
routes
stuff.
are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's...
Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible.
Touchdown.
It's all going to hell.
A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Holt, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated.
You gotta be kidding me. I got that far and I couldn't call a timeout.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Oh, my God, I just went through it to him again. Oh, my God. It's all going to hell.
A pass that should have been intercepted.
Yeah, it should have been intercepted.
Falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw.
Oh, lucky I got the ball back. That's all I have to say. Fumbled it. Oh, lucky I got it back.
This where the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because
lucky I got it back.
The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. He's got...
Give me a sec. Kid said she loves something. I don't see it though. I don't see it.
Had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And there's Barkley injured. And there goes my Super Bowl. You guys see that? Barkley's injured. Good stuff. And there it is.
Looking to throw on second down.
Oh my God, I'm getting killed. I'm getting slaughtered. Dislocated something, of course.
Basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Looking for Shepard deep, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Mayfield on play action, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position.
Come on, defense. I need you to do something. Come on, defense.
Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Step up, defense.
Linebacker make the stop.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
Need the defense to do something.
Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the pass.
It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
Let's go.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's all going to hell.
Here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty's
From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Lucky 56.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some
Not
fun.
good.
The Browns
Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Figure it left.
Big hook up there. Forced
Running
to
out of
throw on
time.
3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the
Come on,
clock moving.
defense.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down the away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on 1st down. Home. And this one's incomplete.
Holy crap, the pressure is like ridiculous. Like, I can't like even do anything. Holy man, I just got sacked.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there.
Wow, their defense is amazing.
Tough game. To throw again. Home. He finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wow. Getting my butt handed to me.
So to speak,
oh,
defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses.
The pressure is nuts. I don't have any time to throw the freaking ball.
And turning it over to their offense. That can be a little.
I got no time to throw the freaking ball.
Right. A lost opportunity.
Now a deep
wow.
Ball there on 2nd down, but
I gotta go for it.
Incomplete.
I'm running out of time.
Defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh my God, the pressure. Oh, there goes my Super Bowl. Wow, wow. Hey, made it to the Super Bowl. Oh, they're telling me to go for it. Ah, what the hell. Let's go Blaze of Glory. Blaze of Glory. Let's do it.
They're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl. They're going to need this one on.
Sink or swim. Here goes nothing. 4th down.
Gotta try it here. He's back.
There it is. It's over. Oh.
And he's going to go down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
Cheers, I tried ball. Hell, I shouldn't even made it to the wild card, so I'll take it.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I'm kind of proud of this season because, hey, not bad, not bad.
So the Browns in
I wish, obviously, I wish I would have won the
here
Super
as we
Bowl,
get you
but
reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better.
See y'all later tonight also for American Horror Story.
Mayfield down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, I didn't have a chance anyway.
Off at the 38. They have possession.
I had to do something.
At the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores.
Yeah, I had to go for broke. That was freaking fun. I can't believe I made it to the Super Bowl. That's amazing.
A good swarm to the football defense.
Considering where I was.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and
I didn't even think I was going to make the wild card. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to make the wild card. I'm like, oh, I'm continuing. Well, it looks like I won't be fired this season.
The 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, if the
there we
coaching
go.
staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll
done and done. Season's done. Wow. I can't believe I made it that far. I can't believe it. Update. Okay. Upgrade. Like, how many points do I have? Ooh, I won a trophy. Look at that. Upgrade. Let's do the draft. That was fun, man. That was freaking fun. Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares about returning from injury? Advance week. I want to get a first round wide receiver. I hope there's one. By the time I get around to it, I'm gonna be the second last pick now. Free agency recap. Let's see who did we sign? Oh, there you go. We signed him.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
The Patriots on the clock. The Patriots were the worst team. Patriots were the worst team last season here. They're on the clock. Ha ha ha.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Well, there's a couple first round wide receivers. I'm not going to get to them, am I? And then it goes. Oh, they'll be gone by the time.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Crap. I need a good wide receiver. Damn it.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Saints.
I'm picked. That sucks, man. Pick 31. That's the bad part about going to the Super Bowl, because then you get really crappy draft picks. There you go. There's gonna be no. I'm gonna have really crappy wide receivers, and that ticks me off. Oh. Seriously?
The Texans are now on the clock.
We'll do the first 3 rounds of the draft.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Well, the first 2.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
The Dolphins. Dolphins. Amy calls them the Dolphins. Eh.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Oh, I can't believe I'm picked 31. That sucks so bad. Ah. We're just gonna do the first round, and then I'm gonna let the computer pick the 2nd to the 7th rounds, because they know for my team what I need best, so I trust it.
Are now on the clock.
I'm just gonna pick round 1. I'll let the computer do the rest, because we'll be here forever. And the computer knows what you need for your team, so.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
The Cowgirls.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Cornerback.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
We're just going to do the first round like this.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Lions did okay. Wow. Mid pack. That's a decent season.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Tight end. Ole Miss.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Previous pick. Oh, I need a wide receiver, but they're all going to be gone. I guess I could get them third round, but it won't be as good, but whatever. Whatever. This season I wanted to get a first round wide receiver, but it's not happening.
Ravens are now on the clock.
Damn it. I have to wait for next season.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Pick 20.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Season 7 coming up. Wow.
The Colts are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Not bad. I made it to the Super Bowl in 6 seasons. Not too many coaches can do that.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Pretty good. Not bad, not bad.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Yeah, there's all the teams: Chicago, Arizona.
The
Bengals got a
Bears
good
are
team.
now on the clock.
Bengals and Browns with a good team. Who knew, eh? Maybe they're predicting the future here, people. Obviously the Bengals and Browns are. Browns are like finally have a good team.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
I love that now the Giants got a new quarterback, the rookie quarterback, running touchdowns, and love it. Mobile quarterback can throw on the run. We're pretty decent now. Now that they benched freaking Eli, I'm glad they did that. I wasn't happy when they benched
Chargers
Eli.
are now on the clock.
When they benched Eli like a couple years ago, he didn't deserve it, but he deserves it now. Time to move on. If they're smart, they'd hire Eli as the quarterback coach. He's got a lot of knowledge. That's what I would do.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
That's pretty much what he is right now, right? Second stringer coach. Oh, I'm coming up. 2 more picks.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
The worst team, the Falcons, Kansas City, Green Bay, Tampa. Oh, there you go.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Showtime. Oh, 3rd round. You gotta be kidding. Look at all the quarterbacks first. Oh, a halfback. And he's got a 7. Wow. I don't need a halfback, but I could end up trading him. I'm gonna take him. Hell yeah.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I'm picking Marshall Klein. Running back, 1st round. There you go. That just happened. Because I can end up trading one of my
The
halfbacks.
Falcons are now on the clock.
So let's skip ahead. And then I'm going to let the computer pick what I need. Because it knows what I need, so I'm not going to fight it. I like picking usually 1 and 2. But this year I'm just going to let it, because it knows what positions I need. $78 overall, that's pretty good as a rookie. That's really good as a rookie. Huh. No linebacker, tight end, 3rd round. Huh. Interesting. Wow. The tight end's starting off as a 72. 74 for the fullback. Wow. There you go. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. My team. Depth chart. See who I got, what I got. Oh, he improved, 82. A quarterback, halfback. Barkley and Klein together. Meh. Not bad. I'll take it. Sure. Beckman's back. Shepard's back. I'm in good business. Tight end. Ingram is back. Good news. The rookie Hoyt. Okay. Sim to regular season. I don't do preseason. Not my thing. Get to regular season and then check out free agency because you never know. It might be a diamond in the rough waiting there to be picked up. Quarterback. Only 3 years experience. Wow. Why would they get rid of... There's a free agent with a 79 attribute. Quarterback. He's a free agent. Huh. What is my backup quarterback? Oh, well, mine's an 80. Okay, well, there you go. It's pretty bad. And my first stringer is only 82. But it is what it is. Oh, well. Interesting. Interesting free agency. 79 is pretty good, considering free agent. Any wide receivers that are decent? Let's see, wide receiver. 75. Not really. Tight end. 75, not really. I have to check each week though, because teams let go of people. So set season goal. Wow. Let's go 8 wins again. Commit. There you go. I'm hoping for 8 wins. Smash that thumbs up button if you can for me. Holy crap, my team gets worse every year. I went from a 79 and then at the playoffs it was like 81. Now I'm a 78. I can't win. My team never gets better. So frustrating. My team never improves. I've been at a 78, 79 for 7 seasons now. But I made it to the Super Bowl, so whatever. I'll make do with what I got, apparently. That's what a good coach does, right? A good coach knows his strengths and makes do with what he has, so. Last game. Here we go.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. First and 10. Holt. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. To the left side, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to to throw. Holt.
Rookie got it.
Here,
That's
complete
the
to
rookie.
tight end.
Rookie tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Looking to throw. Holt. Open man right side is Ingram. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Off the play fake. Home.
Oh, damn it.
Able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
At least it didn't get an interception. So.
Teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a nice drive on.
I'd rather get sacked all day long than a freaking interception.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
He navigates, he manipulates, he cycles through progressions with laser-like focus, and he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the fight. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Spins past him. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And now out come the Giants. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw on second down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to
Rookie.
his tight end.
Rookie
And
tight
he'll be
end.
brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field.
You got to be kidding me. Wow.
Touchdown.
There it is. I'm not even mad at it. That was impressive. That was very impressive. I can't be mad at it.
And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence
face mask,
and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not really thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out first play of the drive. That's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And
damn it.
Loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got the first down yard as he takes it.
We'll be going to blue screen for a sec. Just gotta switch remotes.
49. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Throwing on first down.
Oh, crap. I'm freaking nailed.
Ball loose and brings up second down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to.
Oh my God! I lobbed it, but
second down, and
it didn't work out that way.
Complete as well.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown
Wow.
a lot of different looks here in the first half.
Go for broke here.
They've sat back.
Try it
I think
again.
that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw.
There it is.
He loses 4, and it brings
Damn.
him 4th.
No freaking coverage.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
No protection down it.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Luck. It's a short one here.
Okay.
To the tight end.
Wow.
The 20. And
That's
they
interesting.
will eventually get him down, but he's inside the.
That's the best word I got.
Way to the
Interesting.
3. A gain of 39 that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And
he takes this one in for a Colts
Yeah.
touchdown. Ronald Jones.
I started off my new season.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, I went to the Super Bowl. I lost to the freaking Browns. I did a draft. We just did a draft, and this is the first season game, which I'm already losing. So, yeah. Yeah. Starting off a new season.
Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3.
So this is game 1 of the season 7.
The 23, make it the 20.
As you can see, I'm bored. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not.
I should have took a freaking nap today. That's what I should do.
And that means getting him.
Streaming American Horror Story episode 3 tonight at 10. And then Sunday, I got the big super card Hell in the Cell from 7 p.m. to like 11 or something like that. I'll probably show up about 7:30. 7:30 till 11. The Hell in the Cell Sunday. As you can see, I'm streaming the hell out of everything. I feel like I'm in jail, and I can't finish my jail term. That's what it's starting to feel like. Maddie figures by December. She might be right. I'll have to see. I was hoping it ended in November, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On first down, Holt. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Shepard. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first and 10, Holt. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh my God.
It's incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield,
you
can give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time it didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to throw. Holt. Now a close.
And there's the interception. It doesn't matter. I had to take a shot.
16.
There's only 42 seconds left. They can't do much.
Will get the football back.
Had to try.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
You have a nice snap there, Amy. I hope so.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lucas.
Yeah, nice snap.
Now before this second down,
good nap feels good once in a while. I need to have more of them.
30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So we're back in the offense.
I usually have about one nap a month.
Of that timeout. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second
Naps
and 3.
feel so good.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Block on 3rd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, defense, do something. God.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They
Fucking
built a good
painful.
first half lead.
Come on,
and they have a
defense.
chance to add on to it.
Get your life
And what
together.
I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we
just pushed me.
But be prepared
Wow.
for some change-ups. We're going to see
Seriously?
when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he... To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And bulldozing his way through. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9.
Okay, my running back, get your life together, man.
Giant football 1st and 10.
Painful. I
Here's
can't
the
run the
Giants
freaking ball.
offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half?
There you go. Finally.
What they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball
There's a
for
run.
our offense, and go
Where the hell you been,
and
buddy?
score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And no room to maneuver.
My guys,
Give him a
stop
yard up to the 40.
my running back. We're getting...
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught, Shepard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Looking to throw. Holt, and he slings one that's
Holy
incomplete.
crap.
They were trying
That
to
was
get
about
it there to
intercepted.
Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. To throw on third down. Holt. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Nice catch, buddy.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on second down. Holt. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Point after here coming up. Point after right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throw left side complete. It's Sullivan.
Come on, defense, seriously?
Yards and a first
Like,
down.
can you show up on this game?
Obviously, Red Man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke
defense
down the
sucks.
defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he
Like,
was going to
really?
run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it
Painful.
upfield, and it throws back inside for the completion.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first
Come on,
half. They've
defense.
got to
Come
find a
on.
way to get him
Show
going.
up.
He's a big part of
Show
their
up.
offense.
On second down, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Locke. Left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29
Can't win a team
yards
without
on
freaking
3rd
defense.
down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Sullivan. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Locke. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw
Hey,
the
Keith,
ball
how you
in a
doing?
long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind
Smash
of
that
options
thumbs
do you
up button
have
for me.
here?
Hello.
And what do you trust more on your
This
team?
is season 7
back into that
as
throwing
a coach.
situation. We'll see.
This offense
And,
bent the defense in their
first
long
game
drive
of the season.
downfield, but
Season
once they
7,
got within
so
sight of the goal
first
line,
opening
the
game
defense
right
went
here.
to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Holt.
Oh my God, it just got intercepted 3 times.
That's one you maybe expect your rolling free safety to come up with.
Terrible.
Second down.
Terrible.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag
Wish you could quickly run the ball.
really well
That'd be
and
awesome.
give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt. And Ingram hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing
I'm not
speed
sure yet.
on defense.
Not sure. How about you? What do you want?
The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball
Right on.
and not much run out.
I like all wrestling, so
Time for a break.
I'm not one company or the other.
Fine conclusion after this.
I like all wrestling. How about you? Do you like all wrestling?
Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield, and they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a
Hey, John. How you doing?
timeout. As
Good
he'll
to see you,
talk
buddy.
things over prior to this
You having a good day or
second
what?
down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass
Starting
play.
season 7 as a coach here. This is the game opener.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and there you go. I ruined it. Son of a bitch. And it's over.
And he'll get this back across the midfield.
I tried. This is the last game today.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. American Horror Story 1984, Episode 3. We watched the first 2, so we'll be back to watch that tonight. Hope you guys come along.
So here we go, Charles, third down.
Also, we have
I don't think so.
Hell in the Cell Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably be around here. Be here about 7:30.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
Oh, my neck. So I hope you all have a great evening and take care. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. When I say that, I mean that. Thanks.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation. It got his man complete.
Holy crap, it's not over yet.
Junior. And he's into
It's not over yet.
Unbelievable. A defensive collapse. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
I'm not going for 2. You crazy? What's up with that?
Now for the all-critical extra point.
Oh, they called a time. Oh,
on the defensive side of the ball. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra
oh, great. Look, it's not showing me. I can't see how far. I have no clue.
Don't forget the extra point. It's
oh my God, I made it.
Level the playing field at 17
wow, that I was kicking blind and I barely made it. 17-17.
Change that dial.
Wow. Holy crap. Oh, it's not over yet. There you go.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
They always win the freaking coin toss.
We had first team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First game this season overtime. Wow.
To take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down attack.
If you guys don't have Blaze there, Blaze Radio, he's going live at 5, I believe. Aren't you going live at 5? You got like a 6-hour wrestling stream coming up. Don't you have...
Back to the air, Luck on second down. They'll set up the
You got like... Aren't you on like twice tonight? You're on twice.
Here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an
Blaze is on like for 24 hours straight wrestling, just like
me. It's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If
you guys don't have Blaze, go subscribe to him, get him up if you enjoy watching wrestling.
On 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did,
after
they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game.
A little pre-game, a little post-game. Yeah, I get it.
New York set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is...
Yeah, I need to get my running game together here.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to
I'm trying to freaking, you know what I'm trying to do?
Excellent job by the defense.
Minutes don't get themselves. That. Oh, Beckham Jr.'s hurt. Of course Beckham Jr.'s hurt. Why wouldn't Beckham Jr. be hurt? You know, meh. Well, if I didn't have this lazy boy chair, I wouldn't be able to do all this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. Looking left side.
I finally realized about 3 months ago that minutes don't get themselves. So I'm working hard here. I'm working hard.
It's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
I know you're busting balls.
Catch radius with the bigger
targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37.
You know what's up. You know what's up. Hey, Amy knows what's up.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
You guys know what's up. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up. It's gonna happen when it happens. I'm not even gonna.
Pretty good room to run on that
I'm fighting it.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
It's gonna happen when it happens.
Each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes to go.
I'm gonna work hard at it. When it happens, it happens. It's gonna be a couple months anyway.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Mathematically, it's going to be a couple months. If I stream every freaking day, and I've been streaming every day. I don't remember. When's the last time I haven't streamed a day? Can you tell me that? I didn't even have that answer. I don't remember last time I didn't stream. I need a freaking... Well, yeah, I remember, actually. It's when Amy was going through her stuff. That's when I stopped streaming for a bit. I guess that was the last time. But that was a good break from my old head anyway.
They were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult.
It's like a baseball game.
Your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Right back to it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
See Blaze walking around his yard, picking up all different kinds of dead birds. Throw a cat out there. Take care of everything.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, I just got intercepted again. I'm playing stupid now. Okay, stop playing stupid. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's play smart. Let's screw it up now. Let's run it. Don't be a hero.
Defensive guys have been talking about is we get this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening week.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like...
That was, oh my God, I fumbled the freaking ball. You gotta be kidding me. At least my guy got it back.
Doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Wow. Am I gonna win my first freaking game?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
There you go. First game in overtime. I'll take it. Unlike them apples. That's what I'm talking about.
But in this case, they got the ball back on defense.
Hell yeah.
Give themselves a chance, and they capitalize on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snap.
This is the real Sean telling you all three things truly matter at the end. How you live, how you love, and how you learn to let go. Bye, everybody. Remember that. Peace.
So for the Giants, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll return home next week.
Who knew I learned how to play Madden? I'm not bad at it. No longer bad at Madden. Who knew? Even with a crappy team, I still have a chance. Imagine if I had a good team. Wow. I can only dream about having a good team. How many freaking points do I have I could spend? Where is it? Where the hell's his points? Only 860? Seriously? No, it's gonna be more than that. Where's my points? Anyone? I guess it'll say if I have enough. You want a good running back, right? And wide receiver. So I'm going to wait for those points. It'll be worth the wait. Advanced week. Can't believe I won my first opener. Home opener I won. Woo! There you go, guys. Thanks, everybody. See you all later at 10. Even if you don't watch American Horror Story, come hang out, chat. It's all cool. go find some dinner in the fridge. I got leftovers. I can either do fajita leftovers or roast beef. Probably roast beef. Imagine if I didn't save the game after all this. That would have been really bad. Bye everybody. Thank you.